Everyone knows that space and VR is a match made in heaven, so we couldn't be happier at the news that Space Sim E Valkyrie will be the first exclusive title coming to Oculus Rift. But what other games do we want given the Oculus treatment? While we're sure some of the ones on our wishlist would cause panic attacks, motion sickness or all-out seizures, here are the top 10 games we want to experience in the Rift. Let's just forget the heartbreak caused by Colonial Marines and focus on the upcoming title based on Ridley Scott's mouthy extraterrestrial. Rather than blasting endless corridors of xenomorph cannon fodder, Alien Isolation is all about recapturing the nail-shredding tension of the first film. The prospect of being stalked through a desolate space station by a creature faster, fiercer, and with far more teeth than us fills us with equal parts fear and longing. Make it happen, Oculus. For those of us too unfit or otherwise too anti-death to partake in parkour, Mirror's Edge is the next best thing. Actually, no. Mirror's Edge and Oculus Rift would be the next best thing. Perhaps not one for the acrophobic amongst you, but this could be a huge hit with sensible daredevils looking for risk-free extreme sports. How's that for an oxymoron? This game already looks terrifying, and quite frankly, we think anyone who'd want to experience it in 3D has problems, which includes us. We've seen loads of YouTube videos of Rift-wearing gamers getting the bejesus scared out of them through VR encounters with Slender Man, and Outlast has the potential for equally terrifying encounters, provided you can even work up the courage to strap on the headset. Yeah, better not try this one after eating. The bright, dizzying racetracks of Wipeout are just begging for some VR love, although the level of motion sickness it would cause might render it completely unenjoyable. Maybe there's a market for an attachable sick bag. Let's face it, combining an Oculus Rift with Titanfall is as close as any of us are going to get to stomping around in a fully armed mech. There is a ray of hope for this one though. Respawn has been toying with Oculus Rift dev kits since last year, and Titanfall functionality has been teased. If this all comes to pass, we may soon see our megalomaniacal dreams realised. Obviously, one of the biggest draws to virtual reality is being able to explore our favourite gaming worlds as if we were really there. And the vast lands of Skyrim and the post-apocalyptic wastes of Fallout are ones we desperately want to experience in 3D. Combine it with Anomaly and you've also got yourself a great way to shed a few pounds without even leaving the house. We've already covered the dizzying potential of an Oculus-enabled Mirror's Edge, but what if we also added zombies to the equation? Dying Light, a free-running first-person game that adds survival horror to the mix, tasks you with traversing a zombie-infested world to collect supplies, and then trying to get back to safety before the sun goes down. We'd love this to get the Rift treatment so we can watch that beautiful sunset. Not really, we just want to be up close for this bit. The slightly unsettling experience of being alone in a house at night is something we've all encountered at some point or another, and Gone Home manages to capture this perfectly as you explore an empty house looking for clues as to the whereabouts of your family. Yes, you could probably get the same effect cheaper from wandering around your own house at night, but we expect it to be far less exciting. This upcoming survival horror title from the makers of the deeply disturbing Amnesia series looks set to warp our minds all over again. The dark, oppressive sci-fi setting oozes atmosphere and will make a hugely absorbing, though no doubt distressing VR experience. Again, probably not one for the faint of heart. A surefire way to bring about dizzying bouts of vertigo, Portal feels like a game VR was made for. The mind-melting maps are confusing enough as it is, but we'd love to be able to dive headfirst through a portal and have our craniums blown from the sheer madness of it all. What games do you think would rock in VR? Let us know in the comments, and for more gaming news, keep it locked to TechRadar.com.